be honest, I had a difficult time writing my speech. Nothing I had put down sounded just exactly right. I wanted to find the perfect words to describe my dad, but I realized I didn't need to. You are all here because in some form or another, he has made an impact in all your lives, and you already know what an amazing person he was. He loved his reality shows, and whenever I called him and he was watching, he would love to give me the update on everything, even though I had no clue what he was talking about. If we were ever talking and he found out that I was watching the Leafs, he would instantly change the channel and we would watch together over the phone. Now, if anyone has ever watched hockey with us, they're aware that my dad and I get very excited and can be a little bit loud. But watching together over the phone, that was a totally different story. I would scream after a goal and my dad would be so confused and ask, "What happened?" A few seconds later, he would see the goal on TV. We completely forgot about the time delay between our TVs. We both realized that when we both realized about the time delay, we would just have a good laugh, but it still wouldn't prevent us from continuing to watch together. It is all these simple moments and many others that we shared together that I will miss so much. The greatest gift I ever had came from God. I call him Dad. I'm glad that I was able to share him with all of you.
You all know his heart. He had a way of making everybody feel comfortable around him. There's 72 years of life we can celebrate before cancer ever came into the picture. But something about that cancer, something about that incurable type of cancer that brought Dad peace, that brought him a sense of spiritual assurance, that brought him joy through his battle this past year. This is where we saw everything we loved about him amplified. His humor, his generosity, his creativity, his life of the party mentality. He was even larger than life with the cancer.
So what about my dad? They'll all tell you pretty much the same thing, like how much of a caring person he was, how loving he was, how he took care of everyone, and how he loved to bake. But no matter whether my sister said it before me or if 100 people say it after me, I know no one here will ever get tired of hearing that about my dad. Now, my dad, he did love to laugh, and he loved to make people laugh by saying some smart aleck remark. But one thing my dad struggled at was trying to retell a joke. It happened a lot in our family where we'd show up and my dad would say, "John, listen to this." And then he'd either mess up the setup or mess up the punchline, or he'd mess up both. And he'd just stare at you looking like you had zero sense of humor. A lot of who I am, I get from my dad. First off, the obvious thing to point out is my name. I used to joke that my dad was lazy when he named me. He was filling out the form when I was born, and he wrote his name as a father, and then the child's name he just wrote "C" above, and then drew an arrow. What it really was, I think, was he wanted to pass on his legacy to his son, and it started with his name. And I think if my sisters were both born boys, we all would have been named Ernesto, or some kind of variation. yeah, like having his name it's gonna be tough for me to live up to, but you know, just know if ever I help anyone out, if anyone needs a favor, that I'm there for you. If I'm ever the life of a party, just know it's because of my dad.
In the hospital, but before Dad was intubated and unresponsive, he said two very distinct things. He prayed, "Lord, I don't want to suffer." And then he looked at me and told me, "Take care of your mommy." His prayer was answered. His soul now returned to our Father and his body at rest.
Sweetheart, you went to your rest without even saying goodbye. But then we understand nobody expects this to happen. We love you very much. We love you so dearly that your memories will linger on forever. We were together for 42 years and 7 months. You were very loving, very attentive to our needs. Lots of memorable, wonderful memories which I will treasure forever. It's very hard to put into words what we went through together, which were always loving, caring, and you are my forever friend. Sweet, that's what you call me. We will miss you very much. God knows what is best for us. See you in the resurrection morning.
So as I miss my dad, I can see in my mom his generosity, in my sister his humor, in my brother his creativity, in my husband and brother-in-law his priority and care for his family, in his grandchildren his joy and his rhythm of dance, until that grand reunion in heaven. Amen.
Like a comet blazing across the evening sky, gone too soon. Like a rainbow fading in the twinkling of an eye, gone too soon. Shiny and sparkly and splendidly bright, here one day, gone one night. Like the loss of sunlight on a cloudy afternoon. Gone too soon. Like a castle built upon a sandy beach, gone too soon. Like a perfect flower that is just beyond your reach, gone too soon. Born to amuse, to inspire, to delight, here one day, gone one night. Like the sunset, dying with the rising of the moon, gone too soon, gone too soon, gone too soon.